Namaste friends, welcome back to my channel. Friends, in today's video I have brought to you this gorgeous necklace with pearls and the drops, and I have named this necklace as Elegant Pearl Drop Necklace. Here I have made this necklace in pink color. You can see this gorgeous necklace and few more colorways. Let me just show you another gorgeous color, that is the cream with the gold and a tint of purple in it. And you can see the look of this gorgeous necklace. And one more gorgeous color. This is the amethyst with white pearls in it. So these are the three colorways I have already made in this gorgeous pearl drop necklace. And in today's video we are going to make this necklace in white color. And let us see what all material do we need to make our elegant pearl drop necklace in white color. Friends, for making our elegant pearl drop necklace in white color, we are going to use these 8 mm pearls, 6 mm pearls, 4 mm pearls and 3 mm pearls. All these in white color. Here I am using these shell pearls in 8 mm, 6 mm, 4 mm and 3 mm size. Then I am going to use these drop beads. These are in champagne color and the size is 8 by 12 mm. Here I am using these Superduo beads in white color, 4 mm bicones in white opal color. Then I'm using these 11 O's. These are Miyuki Duracoat Galvanized Champagne 11 O's and 15 O's. These are Miyuki Duracoat Galvanized Champagne 15 O's. Here I'm going to use this clasp, this adjustable clasp. You can use any clasp of your choice. I'll be working with Sono thread and size 12 beading needle. So let's get started. Friends, for making our elegant pearl drop necklace, I have taken about 6 feet long single thread, and we will add the new thread as and when required, and I will show you how to add the new thread and end up the old one. So we will start with this 6 feet long thread, and now here I'm using this 4 mm pearl as a stopper bead. So here I'm just bringing it down towards the end of my thread and tying a knot, leaving about 3 to 4 inches of thread. And now picking up the set of these beads, one 6 mm pearl, one 11 champagne, one 6 mm pearl, one 11 champagne, one 6 mm pearl and one 11 champagne, and I'm bringing these down like this. And now I'm going to add my clasp. So for this I'm picking up 3 11 champagne and my clasp. You can see the chain in this clasp. I'm taking the one end here into this hole of the clasp. Again picking up 3 11 champagne and into this 11 champagne, the fourth one, like this. Moving up through the first two 11 champagne, picking up one 11 champagne into the next two 11 and the clasp. Again picking up one 11 champagne down through the next two 11 champagne. like this into this 11 of champagne, the one at the bottom. So this is our loop, and I'm going to pass through all these beads 2 more times, like this. Now I'm skipping this 11 at the bottom and giving the shape to the loop, like this. Once again, passing through all these 11 O's in the clasp, down through all these 11 O's, and into this 11 O at the bottom. And now moving down through all these pearls and the 11 O's. Now, after exiting through these pearls and the 11 O's, here you can see right now I'm exiting through this 6 mm pearl, and I'm going to remove this stopper bead and tie a knot here. One more knot, like this. And now I'm going to pick up one 11 O champagne, one 6 mm pearl, one 11 O champagne, one 6 mm pearl, one 11 O champagne, one 6 mm pearl. So here I have picked up 3 pairs of these 11 O's and 6 mm pearl, and I'm bringing these down like this. And here we are going to add in all 13 such pairs of 6 mm and 11 O champagne. So here I have added 6, and I'll be adding 7 more and come back. So here I have added 13 pairs of 6 mm pearl and 11 O's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. And now after this 13th pair, and now I have picked up the set of these 6 beads, the 8 mm pearl, 11 O champagne, 1 Superduo, 1 6 mm pearl, 1 Superduo, and 1 11 O champagne. And I'm bringing these down like this. Again, I'm going to pick up the same set of 6 beads. So this is my second set of same beads, 8 mm pearl, 11 O champagne, Superduo, 6 mm pearl, Superduo, and 1 11 O champagne. And again I'm bringing these down towards the end of my thread like this. And in this way I'm going to add 6 more sets of these beads. In all we need 8 sets of these 6 beads. So here I have added 1, 2 sets. I'll be adding 6 more sets of these 6 beads and come back. And here I have added 8 sets of 6 beads. Let us count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And after this 8 set, that is this 11 O champagne, I'm going to pick up one 8 mm pearl and one 11 O champagne, these two beads, and I'm bringing these down like this. So this way we have added in all 9 8 pearls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And after this pair, after this 8 pearl and this 11 champagne, I'm going to add like this 13 pairs of 6 pearl and 11 champagne. As I have done here in the beginning, I'm going to add 13 pairs of 6 pearl and 11 champagne. So right now I have picked up 3 pairs, 1, 2 and 3, and I'm bringing these down towards the end of my thread like this. So here I have added 3 pairs of 6 pearl and 11 champagne, and in all I have to add 13 pairs. So here after adding 3, I'll be adding 10 more pairs and come back. And here I have added 13 pairs of these 6 pearl and 11 O's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. Friends, the length of this necklace will be about 15 to 16 inches. If you want to increase the length, you can increase the number of 6 pearls and this 11 champagne, and you can increase the length. But here I'm using this adjustable clasp, so I can increase the length up to 2 to 3 inches more. So after adding these 13 pairs of 6 pearl and 11 O's, I'm going to attach this clasp, the other end, to this chain, the pearl chain that I have made. And here this pearl chain or the necklace that I'll be making here will be of length 15 to 16 inches, and here as I'm using this adjustable clasp, I can increase the length up to 7 to 8 inches more. But if you are using any other clasp, you can increase the length of the necklace by increasing the number of 6 pearls and 11 O's here at the back. So as I'm exiting through this 11 champagne, now for adding the clasp, I'm picking up 3 11 champagne and now into the loop of the other part of this adjustable clasp. Again picking up 3 11 champagne and into this 11 champagne that I added with the 6 pearl. Like this. Keep your thread nice and tight here. And now, after exiting through this 11 champagne up through the first 2 11 champagne that we have added, picking up 1 11 champagne into the next 2 11 and the clasp like this. Picking up 1 more 11 champagne down to the next 2 11 champagne like this, into this 11 champagne at the bottom, up through all these 11 into these 2 11 and the clasp, down through the 3 11 skipping this 11 at the bottom, up through these 3 11 into these 11 down through these 11 O's and into this 11 O champagne, moving down through these 11 O's and the 6 pearl like this. Once again, I'm passing through all these beads. This is the basic chain, and then we will make the necklace with it. So here I'm passing through all these beads, the 11 O's, the Superduos, the 6 pearl and the 8 pearl, till I reach this next end over here. And here, after passing through all the beads, right now I'm passing through the last set of these pearls and the 11 O champagne into this 11 O. Once again up through the 11 O's, to these 11 O's, the clasp, these 11 O's, down through these 11 O's, into the 11 O champagne, down through the pearls, the 11 O's, here I'm passing through all these beads twice just to make the basic chain strong, and then we will embellish it and make it into the necklace like this, and into this last 6 pearl just before the 8 pearl. I'm not passing through the 11 O champagne, just the 6 pearl. And before this, we have left this tail, and I'm going to secure this also. So I'm just putting it into another needle. So here I have threaded this tail into another needle, and I'm going to pass through a couple of beads, and again tying one more knot here to secure it. Once again down through these 11 O's and the 6 pearl like this. I'm just cutting the extra tail off. And now we will proceed further with our necklace. So here you can see right now I'm exiting through this 6 pearl, and I'm going to pick up. So here, after exiting through this 6 pearl, I have picked up the set of these beads: 115 champagne, 2 11 champagne, 1 Superduo bead, 115 champagne, 1 Superduo bead, 2 11 champagne, and 1 15 champagne. The set of these beads and into the bottom hole of the Superduo, the first Superduo that we have added with the pearls like this. And now the set of these 5 beads: 1 11 champagne, 1 Superduo, 1 15 champagne, 1 Superduo, and 1 11 champagne. And into the next Superduo after this 6 mm pearl, like this. And now we have to add the beads around this 8 mm pearl. So I'm going to pick up the set of these beads, 1 15 champagne, 2 11 champagne, 1 Superduo, 1 15 champagne, 1 Superduo, 2 11 champagne, and 1 15 champagne into the next Superduo, like this. And for adding the beads around this 6 mm pearl, I'm picking up 1 11 champagne, 1 Superduo, 1 15 champagne, 1 Superduo, and 1 11 champagne. The set of these 5 beads into the next Superduo, like this. So in this step, we are going to add the beads around the 8 mm pearl and 6 mm pearl, and we will be doing this till we reach this last 8 mm pearl over here. And this is the look after adding the set of these beads around 8 mm and 6 mm pearls. And here, after adding the set around this last 6 mm pearl over here, I'm going to add the beads around this last 8 mm pearl. So here, as I'm exiting through this Superduo bead, I'm going to pick up the set of these beads, 1 15 champagne, 2 11 champagne, 1 Superduo, 1 15 champagne, Superduo, 2 11 champagne, and 1 15 champagne, and into the 6 mm pearl. We don't have any Superduo over here, so I'm just passing through the 6 mm pearls, like this. I'm moving through all these 6 mm pearls, and the 11 till the end. And into the 11 champagne, the loop that we have created for our class, down through all these 11 into this 11 at the bottom, back into the 6 mm pearl, the 11 till we reach the 13th pearl that we have added just before the 8 mm pearl. And into this last 6 mm pearl, like this. So here we have added the beads, and right now I'm exiting through this 6 mm pearl, and now down through the first 15 champagne and the first 11 champagne, and picking up 2 15 champagne into the bottom hole of the Superduo, like this, picking up 1 3 mm pearl, into the next Superduo, and picking up 2 15 champagne, and into Here we have added 2 11 champagne, so I am just passing through the second 11 and the next 15 and into the Superduo like this, down through these 11 Superduos and the 11 that we have added in the last round, round the 6 pearl into the Superduo, 15 champagne and the 11 champagne. Again picking up 215 champagne, bottom hole of the first Superduo, added round the 8 pearl, again picking up 1 3 pearl into the next Superduo, after exiting through this Superduo, again I'm picking up 215 champagne, and here skipping this first 11 into the second 11 15 and the next Superduo, added round the 6 pearl like this, into these beads that we have added round the 6 pearl, the 11 Superduo, 15 Superduo, and into this 11 Superduo, 15 and the 11 champagne. Again here we have reached this 8 pearl, so I'm picking up to 15 champagne into the bottom hole of the Superduo, picking up 1 3 pearl into the next Superduo, picking up 2 15 champagne into this middle 11 15 in the next Superduo. So in this round you can see I have added 3 pearls and 15 champagne to the Superduos that we have added round the 8 pearl, and we are just passing through these beads added round the 6 pearl, and we will be doing this till we reach this last 8 pearl over here. And here I have reached this last 8 pearl, picking up to 15 champagne into the Superduo, 1 3 pearl, into the next Superduo, 2 15 champagne into the 11 and the 15 champagne like this. And after completing this round you can see the look. And now here, as I'm exiting through this 15 champagne, I'm going to pass through this 11 and the 8 pearl like this, into the 11 the Superduo, back into the Superduo through its bottom hole, the 15, these two 11 champagne, the Superduo, 15 champagne, the Superduo, and the 11 champagne, down through these two 15 champagne like this, and now into the Superduo and the 3 pearl, picking up the set of 5 beads, 2 15 champagne, 1 11 champagne, and 2 15 champagne. The set of these 5 beads, 2 15 1 11 and 2 15 back into the 3 pearl like this. Once again down through the 215 into the 11 into the 215 back into the 3 pearl and the Superduo and the next 15 champagne like this. After exiting through this 15 champagne, I'm picking up 2 11 champagne into the first Superduo, added around this 6 pearl like this. Again picking up 1 3 pearl into the next Superduo, picking up 2 11 champagne into the 15 Superduo and the 3 pearl like this. Now here I'm going to add the set of 5 beads around this 3 pearl. So I'm picking up 215 111 and 215 back into the 3 pearl. Once again through all these beads into the 3 pearl Superduo and the first 15 champagne like this. Now again picking up 2 11 champagne into the first Superduo, picking up 1 3 pearl into the next Superduo, picking up 2 11 champagne and into this 15 Superduo and the 3 pearl like this. We have to add these 15 O's and the 11 O's round the 3 pearls that we have added round 8 pearls, and we are going to add 3 pearl in this set added round this 6 pearl. But before this, here we have added 2 11 O's in between, but now let me just add the beads round this 3 first. So I'm picking up 2 15 O's, 1 11 O and 2 15 O's around the 3 pearl, back into these beads into the 3 Superduo and the first 15 champagne. And now what I was telling you is here we have added 1 2 3 4 pairs of 11 champagne, and now we are going to add 3 11 here. So here I have added 3 11 and now I am picking up 1 3 pearl into the next Superduo, and here after adding 3 pearl I am picking up 3 11 champagne into the 15 the Superduo and the 3 pearl like this. Now I'm going to add the beads around this 3 pearl. So here I'm picking up 2 15 O's, 1 11 and 2 15 O's into the 3 pearl, back into the beads into the 3 mm Superduo and the next 15. And this way I'm going to add the pearl and these 11 the set of these 3 11. Here we have to add the set of these 3 11 till I reach this pearl over here. This is the 7th 8 mm pearl. I'm going to add 3 11 in between these Superduos. So I'm going to complete it till the 7th 8 mm pearl and come back. So here you can see I have reached this 7th 8 mm pearl, and here starting from this one, the first set of 3 11 I have added 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8 sets of 11 and now we are left with 1 2 3 and 4 gaps here, and here we are going to add 2 11 in each gap as we have done in the beginning over here. 1 2 3 and 4 pairs of 11 then we added 8 sets of 3 11 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8, and now while adding the pearl and the beads around this pearl we will be adding 1 2 3 and 4 pairs of 2 11. So here as I'm exiting through this 3 mm pearl into the Superduo, the 15 champagne, I'm picking up 2 11 into the next Superduo, now picking up 1 3 mm pearl into the next Superduo, and now 2 11 into the 15 Superduo and the 3 mm pearl. And I'm going to add the beads, the 15 and the 11 round the 3 mm pearl. So I'm picking up 2 15 1 11 and 2 15 into the 3 mm pearl, once again into these beads. I'm about to finish up with my thread, so here I'm just going to add a new one. Right now I'm exiting through this 15, so I'm picking up 2 11 into the Superduo, 1 3 mm pearl, into the next Superduo, 2 11 into this 15 Superduo and the 3 mm pearl, and again picking up the set of 2 15 1 11 and 2 15 into the 3 mm pearl, one more pass, through these beads, into the 3 mm pearl, Superduo and 15 up through the 15 11 and into the 6 mm pearl. I'm just passing through these beads as I have finished up with my thread, and I'm going to tie a knot to secure it and add a new one. So here into this 11 and I'm tying a knot between the 11 and the 6 mm pearl, one more knot, and up through a couple of beads, the 6 mm pearl, 11 6 pearl, 11. After securing my thread, I'm just going to cut it off and add a new one. And now I'm going to take about, now I have taken about 8 feet long single thread, and I will pass through these 6 pearl, 11 once again, and secure my thread here. Just tying a knot. Like this, into the 11 6 pearl, here again I'm tying one more knot, into the 11 6 pearl and 11, passing through all these beads, the 6 11 the 11 and the 6 just before this 8 pearl. And now moving down through the 15 champagne, 11 champagne, into these two 15s, into the Superduo, the 3 pearl, the Superduo, 15 11 and the next Superduo, into the 3 pearl, picking up the set of 5 beads, 2 15 1 11 and 2 15 into the 3 pearl, down through all these beads once again, into the 3 pearl, the Superduo, 11 and 15 into the 3 Superduo, 15 11 and the Superduo. And here, after exiting through this Superduo into the 3 pearl, now picking up the set of same 5 beads, 2 15 1 11 and 2 15 back into the 3 pearl, like this, moving down through the 215 O's and the 11 O. And here we are going to add a drop. So here, after exiting through this 11 O champagne, I'm picking up one 11 O champagne, my drop bead, and one 11 O champagne. The set of these three beads, 11 O, drop bead, and 11 O, bringing these down, skipping the 11 O up through the drop bead and the 11 O champagne, like this, back into this 11 O champagne, like this, up through these two 15 O's, added round the 3 pearl into the 3 pearl, after exiting through this 3 pearl, down through the first 15 O champagne, and now I'm picking up two 15 O's, two 11 O's, one 4 bicon, one 11 O, one 4 bicon, one 11 O, and one 4 pearl. The set of these beads, two 15 O, one 11, two 11 O's, 4 bicon, one 11 O, 4 bicon, one 11 O, and 4 pearl, and into the 11 O added below this drop bead, like this. Now I'm going to pick up the same set of beads but in reverse order. So I'm picking up 4 pearl first, 11 O, 4 bicon, 11 O, 4 bicon, two 11 O's, and two 15 O's. The same set but in reverse order. And into this 15 O, the last of the set, like this, up through this 3 pearl, moving down into these 15 O's and 11 O's and the 4 bicon, the 11 O, 4 bicon, 11 O, and the 4 pearl. Now, after exiting through this 4 pearl, I'm picking up one 3 pearl into the 4 bicon, 11 O, these beads on the side, moving up through all these beads, into the 3 pearl, down through these beads, the 11 O, 4 pearl, and into the 3 pearl. And here, after exiting through this 3 pearl, I'm going to pick up the set of 5 beads, two 15 O's, one 11 O, and two 15 O's, back into the 3 pearl, like this. Once again, through these beads, the 5 beads, into the 3 mm pearl. Just keep your thread nice and tight here. Like this. Up through the 4 mm pearl, 11O, bicone, all these beads on this side. Like this. Into the 3 mm pearl and the next Superduo 11Os. So here we have added our first drop. Now we will move further. So we added this drop with this 6 mm pearl, the set we added with this 6 mm pearl, and now into the 15O Superduo, the 3 mm pearl, added around the 8 mm pearl, into the Superduo, and these 11Os, into the 3 mm pearl. Now again we have reached the next set around this 6 mm pearl. So in the same way as we have added the drop here, we are going to add the drop here. So after exiting through this 3 mm pearl, I am picking up the set of 5 beads, 2 15Os, 1 11O, and 2 15Os, back into the 3 mm pearl, down through these 3 beads, exiting through the 11O, now picking up 1 11O, the drop bead, and 1 11O, bringing these down, skipping the 11O at the bottom, up through the drop bead and the 11O, into this 11O, up through the 2 15Os. Like this, into the 3 mm pearl, down through the 15O champagne, and now picking up 2 15Os, 2 11Os, 1 4 mm bicone, 1 11O, 1 4 mm bicone, 1 11O, and 1 4 mm pearl. The set of these beads into the 11O at the bottom of the drop bead. Now the same set but in the reverse order. 4 mm pearl, 11O, 4 mm bicone, 11O, 4 mm bicone, and 11O, and 2 15Os. The set of these beads up through this 15O champagne, the last of this set, like this, into the 3 mm pearl, now down through these beads, the 11O and the 4 mm pearl, and now picking up 1 3 mm pearl into the 4 mm pearl, 11Os and the bicones, through these beads, the 3 mm pearl, down through all these beads, into these pearls. After exiting through this 3 mm pearl, I'm picking up a set of the 5 beads, 2 15-ohs, 1 11-oh and 2 15-ohs, back into the 3 mm pearl, once again into these beads, and into the pearl, like this, up through the beads, into the 3 mm pearl, the Superduo, the 11-ohs, 15-oh, the Superduo, the 3 mm pearl, Superduo, and these beads, and into the 3 mm pearl that we have added below this 6 mm pearl. So we have reached this one. You can see the look. We have added the drops here. After adding the drops, so here we have added 2 drops, and now I'm going to add the third one in the same way. So let me complete this third drop like this here and come back. So here I have added my drops, my 3 drops here, and after adding this third drop, right now I'm exiting through this 3 mm pearl, now into the Superduo, the 11-ohs, the 15-oh, the Superduo, into the 3 mm pearl. Now this is the middle 8 mm pearl, the center one. We added in all 9 8 mm pearl. I'll just show you. So here we added in all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 8 mm pearls, and this is the center one, the fifth one. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now to here, to this fifth 8 mm pearl, we are going to add the longer drop like this, and for this, as I'm exiting through this 3 mm pearl, add it to this 8 mm pearl, and now moving down through the 2 15-ohs and the 11-ohs. After exiting through this 11-oh, I am picking up 1 3 mm pearl, 1 4 mm pearl, and 1 3 mm pearl. The set of these 3 beads back into the 11-oh, like this, into the 3 mm pearl, into the 4 mm pearl, and now picking up one 4 mm bicon, one 6 mm pearl, and one 4 mm bicon. The set of these 3 beads into the 4 mm pearl like this, down through the 4 mm bicon into the 6 mm pearl, now picking up 2 4 mm bicon, one 8 mm pearl, and 2 4 mm bicons. The set of these 5 beads into the 6 mm pearl like this, down through the 2 bicons into the 8 mm pearl, picking up one 11 champagne, 4 mm bicon, 15 4 mm bicon, 15 4 mm bicon, and one 11 champagne back into the 8 mm pearl like this, down through this 11, the 4 mm bicon, and the 15 champagne like this, and picking up one 15, one 11, one 3 mm pearl, one 11, and one 15. The set of these 5 beads, one 15, 11, 3 mm pearl, 11, and one 15 into this 15, the 4 mm bicon, and the 11 champagne like this. And here, after exiting through this 11 champagne, I'm picking up one 11 into the 4 mm bicon, one 15 into this 4 mm bicon, one 11 into the 4 mm bicon, one 11 into 3 mm pearl, and now one 15 into these two 15 champagne into the 3 mm pearl, down through the two 15s, again picking up one 15 into the 3 mm pearl, one 11 into the 4 mm bicon, one 11 into the 4 mm bicone, 115 into the 4 mm bicone, and one more 11 into this 11 4 mm bicone, 15 and the 11, like this. So you can see the look after completing this round. We have attached this drop to the 3 mm pearl, and right now I'm here exiting through this 11 champagne, and now into this 3 mm pearl. After exiting through this 3 mm pearl, I'm picking up 4 15 into the 3 mm pearl, down through the 2 15, picking up one 11, up through the next 2 15, into the 3 mm pearl, down through the 2 15 and the 11, and now after exiting through this 11, I'm picking up 1 15, the drop bead, and one 11. The set of these three beads, 15, drop bead, and 11, like this. Skipping the 11, moving up through the drop bead, picking up one 15 into the 11, like this, up through the 2 15, picking up 2 15 champagne, up through these beads, into the 4 mm bicone, the 11, 8 mm pearl, down through the 11, the 4 mm bicone, and these 15 and the 11, picking up 2 15, down through these 15 and the 11, like this. Moving up through these 15, these beads, and into the 8 mm pearl. And now we are going to embellish it. For embellishing, I have picked up 5 15, one 4 mm bicone, and 5 15 back into the 8 mm pearl, up through the 15 and the 4 mm bicone, and here after exiting through the 4 mm bicone, I am picking up 3 15 into the 6 mm pearl, again picking up 3 15 into the 4 mm bicone and the 6 mm 4 mm bicone, and 3 15 added previously here, back into the 6 mm pearl, and here after exiting through the 6 mm pearl, I am picking up 3 15-ohs, 1 11-oh and 3 15-ohs. So here 3 15-ohs, 1 11-oh and 3 15-ohs into the 6 mm pearl, up through these 3 15-ohs and the 11-ohs. Now picking up 2 15-ohs into the 4 mm pearl, again picking up 2 15-ohs into the 11-oh and the 2 15-ohs, like this, into the 4 mm pearl. Now picking up 2 15-ohs, 1 11-oh and 2 15-ohs, the set of these 5 beads back into the 4 mm pearl, up through the 2 15-ohs and the 11-oh, and picking up 1 15-oh into this 11-oh, again picking up 1 15-oh into this 11-oh, the middle one, up through the 15-oh, into the 11-oh, the 2 15-ohs, 3 mm pearl, Superduo, and these seed beads, and into the next Superduo. So here you can see I have added the drops on one side, 3 drops, the focal point here. So you can see this is the midpoint or the focal point of our necklace. We have 3 drops over here, and in the same way we are going to add 3 drops here, and the fourth one, this one, fourth 6 mm pearl, we are going to leave it like this, adding only the seed beads as I have done here. So here, after adding this drop, the center one, I'm going to add the drop bead, this drop bead to this 6 mm pearl 1, to this one 2, and to this one 3. And to this one, the fourth one, I'm going to add these 15-ohs as I have done here on this side. And I'm going to complete it till here and come back. So here I have added all my drops. You can see 3 on this side, 3 on the other side, and this is the focal point. And after adding my third drop on this side here, right now I'm exiting through this 3 mm pearl of my third drop, and now I'm going to move further into the Superduo, these 11-ohs, 15-ohs, the next Superduo, into this 3 mm pearl, into the Superduo, 15-oh, the 11-oh, the Superduo, and the next 3 mm pearl. Now this is the last one, the last 6 mm pearl in between these 8 mm pearls, and I'm going to add 15-ohs and 11-ohs just like this to this one. I'm not going to add the drop here. So here I'm just picking up the set of 5 beads, 2 15-oh, 1 11-oh and 2 15-ohs. Into the 3 mm pearl, once again through these beads, into this 3 pearl, Superduo, the 11, 15, the 3 pearl, Superduo, and the 15 up through all these beads. Into the 6 pearl, 11 O's, and here I'm going to tie a knot. Moving up through a couple of beads. Once again tying one more knot. Up through these beads, the 11, 6 pearl, like this. Now we can cut our thread off. So here we have completed our necklace, elegant pearl drop necklace. So this is our elegant pearl necklace in white color. Just push the drops in front like this, and this is the look of our necklace. So friends, here we have completed our elegant pearl drop necklace in this gorgeous white color, the evergreen white color. You can see how gorgeous it looks, and let us take a quick look over the other colorways. This one in green, gold, and a tint of purple in it. One more gorgeous color, the amethyst with crystal drops in it, and one more in this pretty pink color. So these are some of the colorways that I have made in my gorgeous elegant pearl drop necklace, and I'm sure you will enjoy making this necklace. This is very easy to make necklace and looks really stunning. And friends, I would request you, when you are making any jewelry piece with the help of my tutorials or my designs, please do share the pics of the completed project on my Instagram handle at the rates BeadMate446, and you can also join my Facebook group. My group is BeadMate Weeding Tutorials, and you can share the pics of your projects there also. So I hope you will definitely share the pics. You will enjoy making this necklace, wearing it with your different attires, gifting it to your loved ones. So friends, if you like my designs and my tutorials, please do subscribe to my channel, and please don't forget to press the bell icon so that you may get notified when I'll upload my next videos. Thank you and namaste.